Another thing I mentioned was that I launched a course last year, and oh god, that was a whole fiasco. So I launched a course. This is a lesson on trusting your gut. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Reni. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I really do appreciate you for taking your time out of your busy day to watch this video. So if you are new here, my name is Reni, as I said, and I make content about financial literacy, career development, and lifestyle. So today we are going to do a lifestyle video, and today we are going to be doing my 2022 reflection. I have done this for the past 2 years, and I know it's a little late. We're already in January, so I am behind schedule. I usually do this in December, but honestly, December was a whirlwind. A lot happened in December, both good and bad. Maybe I'll touch on it in the video. But yeah, we are ready to do this reflection on 2022. So in my 2021 edition of this video, I reflected on the goals that I set in 2020, and then I set new goals for 2022. So in this video, I'm going to be reflecting on everything I said in 2021 and then reflecting on how it went in 2022. That was so confusing. But basically, we go and look back and see how things went. Did they go good? Did they go bad? Let's see. So I also want to check in with all of you and ask you, how are you? How is life? Are you doing well? How did your 2022 go? For me, it was my year of my highest highs and also my lowest lows. So yeah, it was an interesting year, but honestly, I'm so grateful. And 2022 is truly a year that I will never, ever forget. Even if I want to, I will not be able to forget that year. So yeah, I'm really excited for this video. A lot of you like my sit down, just talking videos. So if you like this kind of content, please hit that like button and comment down below saying that you like this content. Okay, so let's get into it. We are going to discuss 5 different topics, just like last year: physical changes, career changes, financial, mental, and social, and then we'll answer a few reflection questions at the very end. So the first category we are going to start with is physical. I started running, which was very good for me. So last year I was exercising in my house and doing like boot camps in my house. I hadn't really explored outside of the house, but this year I started running. So I used to be able to run 10K like this, easy. Worked my way up from doing like 1K to 2K to 3K up until 5K by the end of summer. So I was really happy about that progress, and I didn't do it for like aesthetic reasons. I did it more for my mental health, and I'll talk about that a bit later, but it made such a big difference, and I started to like fall in love with running. As you can see in last year's video, I was talking about how I had started falling in love with working out again, and I was running on a regular basis. All throughout summer in 2021, I ran, and that was really good. Again, I ran up to 5K. This year, update, I did not run at all. I rollerbladed a lot. I went on a lot of walks because I wanted to get outside. I did a lot of things, but honestly, I did not run. But I did, however, this was the year that I worked out the most ever since like playing soccer. So about 4 to 5 times a week, I was exercising and using weights and lifting weights. Again, I'm not trying to get super toned. I'm not trying to get muscular or anything like that. I just need a challenging workout on a daily basis, and weights are my workout of choice. So I just lift very light weights, like 25 pounds, not too much, but it makes a difference, and I can see that I'm getting stronger over time. There were some points in the year where I definitely fell off, but for the most part, like, I'm really proud of how consistent I was. And it's 2023 right now, and I've been consistent, and I've been working out 4 days a week. It's only the second week, but I've worked out 4 days a week so far for the past 2 weeks. I have been doing a lot of cardio, but now I started to lose weight, like too much weight. So I decided that instead of just focusing on cardio, I'm going to do weights. So I have actually been lifting weights. It's a struggle for me. It's a huge struggle, but oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. So last year I was literally like crying over lifting weights. Like, it was so painful for me, even the 6-pound weights. But now, as I said, I lift them easily. I should probably up the weights that I use. I've been using like still 25 pounds, but I'm sure I could lift a little bit, not way, relax. I'm sure I could lift more than that. So let's see in 2023 if I come back and I'm able to lift 50s. Ooh, no, that's a lot. Let's say 40s. Okay, let's see if I can lift those in 2023. But yeah, that's really exciting to see the growth because last year I was literally screaming and squealing as I lifted. One thing I do need to work on physically is eating better because I sometimes will forget to eat till like 3 p.m. One thing I said was that I would like to eat better in 2022, and to be honest, I don't think I did a good job at that resolution. I'm not a fan of cooking. I feel like the ROI, it's not really there. Like with cooking, you cook for an hour and you eat for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not enjoyable. So I tried to meal prep, and sometimes I did meal prep, and I definitely noticed I noticed positive things when I meal prep. Like I definitely am more consistent and I don't eat out, or I actually eat every day when I meal prep. But I don't know, like after the 5th day of eating the same thing, you're kind of like, why am I doing this? That chicken is bland. Like, no. So if you have any tips on how to actually stay consistent and eat on a daily basis 3 times a day, please help me because I would really appreciate that. Also, I wanted to say that like I not feeding, if you're like me and you don't feed your body regularly, not feeding your body is a form of disordered eating. Even if you just think, oh, I'm forgetful, it's like self-harm. It's definitely not a good thing that we should be doing. So I think we should all resolve to fix that in 2023. And maybe I'll share my journey of how I fixed that because it's tough. But yeah, it's not good for your body to not eat. So fix up. If you're like me, fix up. Waking up early is something I want to continue to do in 2022. I want to make sure that I am consistent in that. Some days, you know, with this gloomy weather, I just feel like laying in bed all day. And it's good to give yourself the opportunity to rest as well. Like that's another goal that I have for 2022, to make sure that I'm incorporating rest. Because as an entrepreneur, you can literally not rest. You can work 24/7. But I have learned, so that's a goal for 2022. Rest, and also just continue to wake up early, because I find that I'm more productive in the morning. So instead of trying to go against my body's normal way of being, I should go with it, and then I can finish my day earlier and then use the rest of the day to rest. One of the things I said I wanted to do in 2022 was I wanted to wake up early, and I would say I did a good job at that one. Like I naturally wake up early anyways, but waking up early and then getting out of bed is the key. So I did that in 2022, which is really good, especially in the first quarter of 2022. I was on my Bible reading like game, and every morning I would wake up, shower, or wake up, work out, read my Bible, do my daily, do all this stuff. And it was amazing. And I'm doing that again right now. So I would say one of the things I achieved in 2022 is that I had a solid morning routine, which is amazing. And I definitely want to continue this in 2023. Oh, one thing I said I wanted to do in 2022 was rest. Ah, God, I beg. I did not do that. You know, when I worked corporate, and I would go on vacation, I was truly on vacation because I was disconnected from my work. But now my work is 24/7. My life is content, right? Or it can be content. So, yeah, resting, I've tried. I feel like the only place I really rested was when I was in Turkey, and maybe Dubai as well. In Turkey, because I was going through like the breakup, so I was, oh, if you don't know, I went through a breakup. There's a whole video on that, and I'll link it here. But yeah, so I feel like I just needed time by myself in Turkey, which is why I was able to rest. But I need to actually be more intentional about resting this year, because your girl's a little tired. I'm a little tired, and that shows in my content. Like sometimes I'll go weeks without posting on YouTube, and that's not like me. I'm a consistent queen. So again, another thing for me to fix up on. So that's the physical update. So my goals for 2023 would be to eat better, 3 meals a day, at least 2 meals a day, good quality meals a day. My goal would be to rest, to go on 2 vacations at least this year that are truly vacations, and they can even be staycations locally. And another goal would be to continue to work out 3 to 4 days a week for the entire year. Hopefully I can keep up to that. One thing is with me, when I go on vacation, the consistency is So that's why I always fall off my working out. But hopefully this year I'll be able to maintain it and do some sort of exercise even when I'm on vacation. Another physical thing, I don't know if this is considered physical, but I'm gonna add it here, is I want to learn how to do makeup in 2023. Like, I was traumatized by some of the makeup artists that I encountered this year when I was in Mali, especially. Like, they had me looking like a whole clown. So in 2023, I'm gonna learn to beat this phase. If you want to see me share that journey on here, let me know. I think it would be good content for me to like learn how to do blush, how to do eyeliner, how to do lashes, because I don't know any of that. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that next in 2023. First, so now we're on to career. I do have a few mentees as well. 2 mentees who I meet with on a regular basis, which I really do love. And yeah, I hope that next year I can mentor a few other young women. I said that in 2022, I wanted to mentor more young girls, and I did. So now I have 3 mentees. I would say 2 are really consistent. 3 is sporadic, more sporadic, but yeah, I have 3 mentees, and it's such an honor to be able to like help the next generation of young women. Honestly, they're just like 6 years younger than me, but they are like Gen Z's for real. Helping them set and achieve goals makes me extremely happy. So I hope that I can continue to do that going forward. And for my goal for 2023, I would say I would like to, I don't think I will take on any more one-on-one mentees, but through my accountability group, I help to mentor a lot of people. And to do that, I'm going to be hosting monthly office hours where people can just come in, drop in, and ask me any question that they want about money. And I also wanted to just emphasize that Reni was pivotal in a lot of the choices that I made. Even if she doesn't know it, she really helped me in my decision making. Last year, I also mentioned that I have a mentor in the career. When I was working at BMO, my mentor Reni, amazing woman, and I still meet with her till this day. We meet bi-monthly, but I also mentioned last year that I wanted to get a second mentor to mentor me in career development specifically. I have to say that I did not seek out this mentor. Honestly, last year was a lot. There was a lot going on, so I did not actively seek out that mentor. Hopefully next year I can tell you that I have a mentor in this space, but especially in the career space, in the financial literacy space, in the as a Black woman, I don't know many people. But the good thing is I was part of YouTube Black 2022, and some of the creators there are much bigger than me. Like, they have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So I actually asked them a lot of questions, and I built a relationship with some of them. So I'm hoping that I can maybe lean on one of them for mentorship. I'll have to reach out. That's a good idea. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. I also mentioned that last year I was making sure to be more intentional about what I wanted for my career. And of course, if you have watched any of my videos, you know that now I'm a full-time content creator. So obviously I was a lot more intentional than it was last year. Last year, I was a strategic marketing manager at the Bank of Montreal. Now I am a full-time content creator at Reni the Resource Inc. So, you know, levels have changed. It's an update for everyone. If you don't know, I'm now a full-time content creator. I quit my job in October 2021, and I have bet on myself, and I'm doing this thing full-time. It's working out so well. It's flourishing for me. So I'm no words can express how grateful I am that I took this leap of faith and I bet on myself. Okay, last year I was saying that I was a full-time content creator at Reni the Resource Inc. And of course, this year I am still a full-time content creator at Reni the Resource Inc. And you know one thing about me, I get bored easily. And by like 1 year being in a role, I am done with it and I want to go and look for another job. But surprisingly, I'm still here, still really enjoying YouTube and being a content creator. This life is such a blessing, and like I feel so fortunate to be able to say that I create content full-time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing full-time, and things are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We thank God. Shout out to God. I also won a grant along with that, so that was really exciting and a big step in my career. My first award as an entrepreneur, and it came just 2 months after I became a full-time entrepreneur. In 2022, some of my goals for my career, so my full-time content creation, would be to hit 6 figures in this business, and I know I will get there for sure. I feel like I did a lot of brand deals, but I didn't charge a lot, so refining how much I'm charging will be something that I will be doing in 2020, and doing less brand deals, but more money per brand deal, if that makes sense. Do you know the value that I add to a lot of these brands? And I've definitely been undercharging for my services thus far. Last year I was saying that I won 1 award from my content creation journey and then 1 award from my career, like my past career. And this year I'm happy to say I got a few more added to my belt, you know. So this year I was awarded the YouTube Black Class of 2022. I was one of 135 people in the entire world who was chosen for that great I feel really blessed to be able to say that. One of 135 Black YouTubers who were chosen across the world to be part of this class. And essentially what it was is a accelerator program by Google, and Google essentially taught me how to build my channel, and they poured funding into my channel, poured mentorship into my channel, all of these things. Also, actually scrolling back, I said I didn't have a mentor career-wise in the content creation space, but I did get a dedicated partner manager assigned to me by YouTube, and through that relationship with her, I got so much insight. Her name is Anna. Shout out to you, Anna, if you're watching this, but I got a lot of insight on how to be a better YouTuber, so I guess I did have a mentor. So I won that award, I was part of that class. I was also part of the Bay Street Bull 30 Under 30. So I actually, did I self-nominate? I think I self-nominated for this award. And this is your sign. If you are listening to me, nominate yourself for some awards this year. Like, come on. ASAP. Nominate yourself for some awards. You are deserving. And some other people may not know to nominate you, but you know you the best. So please nominate yourself for some awards this year. Just a 1-2 award. So I nominated myself for Bay Street Bull 30 Under 30, and I was chosen as part of the class of 2022. So that was another exciting accomplishment. Another one was YouTube flew me to Atlanta this year. I still can't believe it, but they flew me from Toronto to Atlanta, 3 days, all expenses paid trip. We stayed in a really nice hotel, and they put us and they had an award ceremony that I didn't even know about, and your girl won the Creator Choice of 2022. So that was another blessing, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm gonna look at my ta-da list and see if I missed any other awards. Yeah, I think those were the awards I won, but yeah, very big deal. I was also nominated for DMZ's Woman of the Year award. And my goal for this year would be, again, to win a few more awards. So let's say 2 awards for 2023. Another thing, if we continue, the next thing I said in the video was that I hope to make 6 figures in my business. And your girl did it. We did it. We really did that. I think it was about $120,000 that I made last year. I'll do a whole video about that if you want to see it. So let me know if you want to see how much money I made. But yo, this, like, my first year in business and I made 6 figures. And for some reason, I felt down on myself. Like, oh, only $120,000. Like, I could work a normal job and make that amount. But this is my first year of business, so why not? And I'm doing something I love, and I'm helping people, I'm impacting people. So I need to reframe my mindset about that, because I was kind of down on myself. Like, I was happy to make 6 figures, but then I was like, but that's it? And Reni, fix up. I need to fix up. I really do. But yeah, I made 6 figures in 2022. And this year, let's make double, like 200K or more. Amen? Amen. I said last year that I don't want to do as many brand deals, but I want to do more impactful brand deals. And yes, same thing. I want to take less brand deals and get more impact. So I actually signed a huge brand deal recently. I know it's only the 13th day of the year, but I signed an amazing brand deal, which will pay me more than like almost all my brand deals from last year. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. So yeah, less brand deals, more high quality brand deals. And last year I said I wanted to work with US brands. I didn't actually do that because I wasn't pitching brands, but this year, this is the year that I work with my first US brand and my first career development brand. I did some stuff for a career brand, but it wasn't like it was on their platform rather than my platform. But this year, like LinkedIn, if you want to work with me, holla at me. I got a lot of people to update their profiles on your page. So okay, so as I was editing this, I actually realized that I did work with a career brand in 2022. I worked with Skill Hat. So let's check that off my list. And still for next year, let's work with another career brand. I actually worked with my girl Tokes, and I wrote we are kind of our accountability partners for one another. And I wrote down my entire hit list for 2022, for 2023, which are the brands I really want to work with in 2023. So one of them already reached out to me, which is crazy. Like, so yeah, if you want to see a video of how I plan my 2023, I can let you know that. But big things are happening. I'm really excited. I think 2023 is going to be an amazing year, and 2022 was chef's kiss. Well, parts of it, chef's kiss. In my career as well, I also decided to launch a course. So I launched a course about personal branding, which is something that I am very excited for. And it will be coming out in March of 2022. So that's another goal that I have. Another thing I mentioned was that I launched a course last year. And oh God, that was a whole fiasco. So I launched a course. This is a lesson on trusting your gut. So this company called Collab reached out to me and they were like, hey, we would like you to launch a course. We've been following your content, blah, blah, blah. You will keep 100% of the revenue, and it just has to be living on our platform. And I was like, okay, cool. That sounds really good. But I kept responding, hey, I'm really busy right now. Like, how soon does this need to be? And they kept rushing like, oh, it needs to be soon. It needs to be soon. It needs to be soon, right? So I rushed into it, and I kind of like thought to myself, maybe you shouldn't do this right now because you are like just launching this business and you're really like, there's a lot going on, so maybe you should wait. But you know, I was excited to join this opportunity because a course is something that I want to do. So I launched the course, I promoted it, there were giveaways. My class had like, I don't know how many registrants, and then Collab randomly messages me one day and they're like, hey, just so you know, we're no longer doing courses. So we're taking all the people who started all the creators who put their courses on there. We're gonna stop the program, and yeah, your followers will get their money back, but that's it. And I was kind of like, what? Like, what kind of business? I was annoyed. I was extremely annoyed because like, that's bad business sense. But yeah, that's what happened. So my course did not come out last year, but this year, God willing, I will put something out, and everyone who signed up last year will get a little something as a sorry for what happened. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, our business model is changing, so we're not doing this anymore. No, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna skip over that because I know a lot of my friends know them and we'll probably send them this video. So one thing I do is I have a ta-da list, and someone asked me to make a full video about this, so maybe I will. But a ta-da list is basically a list where I keep a running tally of all the great things that I've accomplished over the year. I made thousands of dollars a month on my side hustle at the time, which was YouTube. I was offered a 6-figure job. I was offered a $90,000 job. This time last year, I was at 4,000 followers. Now I'm at 10,000 followers. I was accepted into the Wealth Simple Partnership Program. I was accepted into the Pinterest Creator Program. Okay, so last year I said that I have a ta-da list and I put down all of my accomplishments. So let's go through some of my 2022 ta-da list. On January 2nd, I launched my website. On January 4th, I launched my first ever accountability group, and it had 100 members. On January 7th, I shot my shot at a brand for the first time, and then I became part of their affiliate program. On January 24th, I was nominated for DMZ Woman of the Year. On January 27th, it was announced that I was part of YouTube Black. On February 8th, I secured a deal with Simply. On February 11th, I secured a deal with Wealth Simple. And these are companies that I said last year that I wanted to work with. They were literally on my vision board, which is the wild part. On February 15th, I was featured in Google Canada's page. On February 14th, I was in a hashtag paid article on their page. On February 16th, Schulich featured me on their page. On April 5th, I was nominated for Bystreet Ball's 30 Under 30. On April 23rd, I did a financial therapy session, which was really cool, on conscious economics. On April 29th, I released episode 1 of my podcast, Don't Go Broke Trying. That's my baby for real. Like when I was going through a lot and I wasn't posting on YouTube, one thing I was still posting on was my podcast. And my podcast did numbers last year. My podcast was in the top 5% of podcasts shared globally. Like, that's a big deal. That is a big deal. And I'm proud of myself. So that happened last year. That happened in 2022. I also, on May 29th, hit 1 million views on YouTube. Woohoo! Now I think at this point we're at 1.4 million views. I also ended things with an ex-partner, which was, I put it on my ta-da list because it symbolized like a new beginning. on December 1st, I was featured in a Business Insider article. On November 22nd, I had an event that was sponsored by Interact. I feel very blessed to have all of those things to celebrate, and I can't wait to see what 2023 brings me. So when I recorded this video last year, I said that I was at 10,000 subscribers and I wanted to be at 20,000 by the time I did my next video. At the end of the year, I finished the year at 19.9K. So I did not reach my 20K, but now I'm at 20K and I feel very blessed to actually be here. One goal that I have in 2022 will be to change the way that I speak about my YouTube journey or career. Because one thing that I've noticed with myself, and it's weird because I'm a very positive person, but just like when I was doing photography, people would ask me if I'm a photographer, and I'd say I would never introduce myself as a photographer. I would say I do photography, but like, no, you're a photographer. Like, talk your shit, talk your ish, you know? But same thing with this YouTube content creation thing. People will say, my friends will ask me like, oh, are you free on this day? And I'll be like, I don't have a job, so yeah, I'm free. But like, I do have a job, and this is my full-time job, even though to a lot of people, it may not seem like a job. It is a full-time job. So I need to really reframe my mindset around that, because this is a full-time job. If I want it to be successful, I need to speak it into existence, and I need to speak as if it is a full-time, full-paying, six-figure business that it will become. So that is one of my goals for 2022. Another thing I said last year was that I needed a mindset shift when it came to my business, because I kept referring to I didn't say that I was a content creator or a YouTuber with my full chest, but now anybody who asks, I tell them I am a full-time content creator and I love it. So I think I did well on shifting my mindset and really believing that this is a business, this is a profitable business, and if you don't like it, then that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. So some of my goals for 2022 would be to work with some skincare brands, some US brands, and more financial institutions here in Canada. I also want to hopefully reach at least $150,000 in revenue this year. And I also want to do more vlogging, but like on a professional level. So hire videographers, because I struggle to vlog by myself, but if I have a videographer with me, I want to invest in that part of my channel and get them to record the content for me, because I think it will be really exciting to see. So yeah, those are a few goals that I have for next year. So in 2020, as I was saying in that video, I had lost a stream of income from not doing photography anymore, but then I gained one from doing YouTube. Again, I have lost a stream of income from my full-time job, but YouTube has replaced that income, so that is great for me. And I also have a few more types of income this year, which is lovely. So some of the income streams that I have are YouTube, I have dividends, I have my investing portfolio, which actually touched 100K this year. So I'll be doing a video showing you my portfolio, but like it's growing slowly but surely. My portfolio is growing. Okay, so in the video last year, I was saying that I had a bunch of different streams of income, and I would say this year I definitely worked on all of those streams of income and kind of removed the ones that weren't serving me as much. So this year, the streams of income I have, let's hope I don't forget them, but I actually have an entire video on this that I'll link up here so you can watch that. But I have my AdSense from my YouTube channel. I have speaking engagements that come as a result of me having a YouTube channel. I have brand deals that I get. I have grant money that I won a few grants last year, so grant money is a stream of income for me. I have affiliate income, so every time someone clicks the link in my bio that sends them to a page, I get a little commission. It's not much, but it's something. I also did more consulting, so if people wanted their LinkedIn profile looked at, audited, and then we redo it, then that is a service that I started to offer. This year, I don't know if I'll do it as much. It's pretty time consuming for the price. So I've been doing a lot of social media consulting as well for small brands. So I don't really publicize that, but brands who want me to create a strategy for their social media, they hit me up and then I do that for them. Another thing would be brand deals. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet, but brands who pay to work with me, both on my podcast and on my YouTube channel. So those are two separate streams of income, but they're similar: sponsorship and then brand deals. And then I also have my dividend income from my investing portfolio, my real estate income. So I don't know how many we're at, maybe 8, but yeah, things are looking up. We're doing that damn thing. This year, I also started a physical product. So I am going to be selling a tracker that I created to help you track your financial goals, and I will leave it in the link below, in the description box below, if you want to purchase it. Big things, big things. I told you in the video that I was doing 5 speaking engagements last year and I got paid for them. This year I actually did 12, so that's an average of 1 a month. So hopefully next year I'll do a few more. I guess my goal would not be to do more speaking engagements. It would be to do higher paying speaking engagements. So I don't need to increase the number of speaking engagements. I just need to increase the pay per speaking engagement. So I mentioned that I wanted to do less speaking engagements, but more money per speaking engagement. And last year, I think the highest I charged was like $2,500. No, I don't even know. There was one that I did that was $1,500 for 20 minutes. Like, in 2020, when I started, I was charging like $50 for 30 minutes. And I was so shook because I was like, yo, people can make $100 an hour. Like, that is wild. And now I can charge what? For what? Yeah. I actually spoke to I was featured on a podcast called Empowered in My Skin. And the host, Nkechi Nwafor Robinson, she does lots of speaking engagements, and I told her my prices because we were talking afterwards, and she was like, why are you charging that little? Up your prices. So I listened to her, and people are willing to pay it. So yeah, there's money to be made in this space, and yeah, I've been cashing out. So far, I am booked for like 5 speaking engagements in February already for 2023, and then I have one in May, I have one in March. So like, yo, and they're all paying very well compared to last year. Like, I don't even do small speaking engagements anymore unless they are free. Sometimes I do a free pro bono speaking engagement, but for the most part, yeah, I am able to be very selective and choosy with my speaking engagements. Goals for my financial life in 2023 would be to, get to that 150K mark, ideally, to start charging a minimum of $10,000 per brand deal. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about this. I probably should have thought of this before the video, but I'm watching this back for the first time, so I don't really know. But some financial goals that I have outside of that are the ones that I have set for 2023, and that is to basically save or invest $20,000 to my RRSP. It's $800 bi-weekly, I believe it is. And then I want to build my travel fund to $6,000 and my emergency fund increase it by $6,000. What else did I want to do? There's something else I want to do. Yeah, those are the main goals that I set, and that's what my accountability group is keeping me accountable to. So excited. And if you're in my accountability group, you keep me accountable, okay? Okay, next we have mental. So when it comes to mental and mental health, every year seems to be up and down with this. But for the most part, I feel like I went through a rough period this year. You all know that I went through a breakup, so it was a little rough. But now I feel really, really, really good. Yeah, let's watch the video. Hold on. In 2020, I told you that like seasonal depression or sad, whatever you want to call it, is something that I have always dealt with, but it was never like debilitating or anything. But, I was going through it because I had a job that was pretty stressful at the beginning of this year, and I was just struggling. I didn't want to get out of bed. I was crying at work. I was having anxiety attacks. Like, I've never had, well, maybe not never, but I was not someone who regularly got anxiety attacks. And then I was getting it, and I was like, what is going on with me? Oh, okay, last year I said I was battling with seasonal depression, but this year, like, I've been good, actually, surprisingly. Like, I'm very happy to say that, like, so far, it's only January right now, so, we still have 3 more months of winter, 4 more months, but yeah, so far, like, I haven't felt sad. I've been taking my vitamin D. I've been going outside. I've been sitting in front of the window, so we have at least a little sunlight coming towards me. I've been actively seeing my friends on a regular basis, which is the difference. And I've been also doing winter activities. This happened in January, so this is 2023, but I went to the cottage with my friends and we did winter activities. So yeah, like, so far, seasonal depression has not caught me, and God willing, it would not catch me. Amen. Please say amen, please. Yeah, I was just going through it, and it was to the point where I was just
was burnt out. That's the word that I'm trying to use. I was burnt out. I was struggling. I actually started therapy, which I said I wanted to start last year. There are free therapy programs. That's what I started with. It's a game changer. Even the free ones are so helpful. I highly recommend trying it out. And next year, I hope to continue with therapy.
Okay, so this time last year, I was saying that I started therapy. I did the free ones to begin with, and then in 2022, I actually started like seeing a therapist, and and then I stopped after the breakup, and then I started again with a different therapist in November or December. And therapy when you're not doing too bad is like one thing, but therapy when you're actually like going through it, like wow, what a wow. I used to like enjoy going to therapy, being able to talk about my problems and everything. This year, I'm not enjoying it as much because it's so mentally exhausting to relive the things that you're trying to heal from. It's so mentally exhausting, and I literally, like, I don't even want to deal with it. But I'm doing it because I know it'll make me a better person long term. But like, it's tiring. I am tired. I do not want to do it. The homework that my therapist gives me sometimes, I'm like, sis, please take pity on me. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because long term I will be grateful that I did it. But yeah, every single week I'm tired, and it's expensive, and yeah, but we move.
So goals for 2022: therapy, more therapy. Stay true to my practice of journaling and gratitude, because that helps my mental health. Continue to exercise because that helps my mental health.
So last year I said that in 2022 I want to continue to journal, continue to exercise, and continue to just, live my best life. And same thing this year. I think I stuck to that very well last year. I journaled quite a bit. I look back at my journals and I'm like, wow, these things that I was going through, I'm glad I'm on the other side of it. And then on the other hand, I exercised more than I have in a very long time. So yeah, my mental health was like, again, shaky, up and down. But for the most part, we had a good year. And for 2023, I would say continue to go to therapy, Reni. I'm talking to you 2024, Reni. Please listen to me. Go to therapy, okay? Continue to go to therapy. Even when things are going extremely well, go to therapy. It's very helpful. At least once a month, please. And continue to journal. You've gotten a great morning routine down, so continue to stick with that morning routine. Next, we're going to go into social. I think we're almost done. So next, social, which is like friendships and relationships.
I was the type of person who was able to interact with people every day, be social every day, not feel drained after it. But now I feel like I kind of feel drained when I go out every single day. The girl who was going out every day is no longer here. She has left the building. I love my solitude now. I'm just a very different person. I can be alone for a very long time, which I don't like. It's not that I don't like it, but I feel like I miss that girl. I guess my goals for 2022, as I mentioned, would just be to reach out to people more, be more intentional about my friendship.
Okay, so in 2022, I was saying that, or in 2021, I was saying that, Reni, you are a homebody, and this is not who you were before, so who is this? In 2022, I think I became even more of a homebody. But I also did see my friends quite a bit, so it's become a balance. But yeah, I'm a homebody. Like, as I said, I was a homebody before, but now, like, I don't even want to go out. I don't. Which is, again, I'm not sad about it because I love being at home. I even like redecorated kind of my room so that it's more homely and like my sanctuary. But yeah, I like being at home a little too much at this point. But I saw my friends quite a bit. I was more intentional. I went out with them every single month. So I guess it's not a bad thing. Okay, basically last year I was going through a friendship breakup, whatever. This we're over it, okay? There's there's no salvaging anything because I haven't heard from the person in a while, since 2020, I guess. No, 2021, I guess. But I went through another breakup, and this one was with a partner of 5+ years. It was over 5 years. I think it was 5.5, 6. I don't even know. It was a long time. And yeah, we went through that breakup. So that was extremely rough. Like, extremely rough. Like, when you're with someone for that long, your whole life is intertwined. And I just had to cut it, you know? I ended, yeah, I don't even want to talk about it anymore, to be honest. So watch my video about it if you care. But yeah, it was extremely tough. I'm not going to downplay that, but I feel like I finally got out on the other side of it. And yeah, I'm feeling much better than I was before. I feel like I've been dating again. Dating has been extremely good. So I think that like socially, relationally, things are looking up for me. For goals for my social life in 2023, I think again, I just want to be more intentional with my friends and cultivate my friendships. I made some new friends, so I want to cultivate those friendships. As I said earlier in the video, most of my friends are from like 10, 15 plus years ago, but I've made some new friends and I really want to make sure that I pour into those friendships. I don't like hosting at my house, but I'm going to push myself to host maybe once a quarter to have people over. And I also want to reconnect with my old Schulich friends because I feel like I've fallen off and like stopped attending the events that they host. So they probably stopped inviting me because, you know, fair enough. So I would like to reconnect with them and be more intentional with those friendships. I'm very excited for 2023. I also want to host something for my accountability group, more in-person events, more social events. So let's see what happens in 2023. And there are a few more questions that I'm going to answer before we end this video. Okay, so the last thing that we were meant to do was to answer questions and reflection questions. So I'm excited to hear your responses as well. And I took these from Monday Girl last year. So we're going to use the same questions as last year. First question, so these are 3 questions about looking back. Number 1, what are some of my favorite moments this year? So some of my favorite moments this year have to be going to different weddings. I went to like six weddings, I think, this year. Emily and Sono's wedding, Dami and Prince's wedding, Loveline and Avin's wedding, Bamzi and Enam's wedding, Asata and Suel's wedding. I think those are the 5. I think there's one more. Oh, and my cousin's wedding as well. So 6 weddings that I went to this summer. And like seeing all these people, I love. Not that I ever want a wedding for myself, to be honest, but I love seeing them and I love celebrating them. So those were some of my favorite memories this year. Also, when I was going through it, seeing how my friends and family like really rallied around me was really sweet. And I was like, oh, they love me. Even though I should have known they love me, but like they really love me. Next thing, what am I proud of this year? So I am proud of leaving that situation that no longer served me. I think I said this last year about my job, but like this time I am very happy to say that I have left a situation that was no longer serving me. So that's something I'm very proud of. Also proud of some of the awards I won last year. It meant a lot to me. Next one is, what lessons and skills did I learn this year? Ooh, I made a whole video about the lessons I learned from my 5-year relationship. And this year, I want to probably make a whole video on like 27 lessons I learned in my 27 years. So if you want to see that kind of video, let me know. But I think the main lesson would be like, don't stay anywhere where you're not celebrated. Don't stay where you're tolerated, go where you're celebrated. Everything will be okay. Like, that is the lesson in itself. Everything will be okay. Another lesson that I learned was what you want is on the other side of your discipline. So all you have to do is implement that discipline, and what you want will come shortly after. So that's a good lesson to learn, and I hope all of you are listening to that. So tell me, what lesson did you learn in 2022? Next, we will finish off with the looking forward question. So next one, where am I ready to make changes? I'm ready to make changes with my discipline. Just piggybacking off, I feel like my discipline was wavering at some points in 2022, especially when I was going through the breakup. I was, not that it's a bad thing because I need to feel my feels, but like, next year, in 2023, I want to be laser focused and extremely disciplined, because I know the good things that are waiting for me are on the other side of my discipline. This is not just discipline in my work, but like in my health habits, going to the doctor regularly, getting checkups regularly, in my faith, staying on top of my Bible readings and having a personal relationship with God, serving in church, all those things. And, just in general, my friendships, I want to be disciplined in every aspect of my life. So that's something that's an area of my life that I'm ready to make changes in. The next question is, what do I need to let go of? Oh God. This is what I talk to my therapist about every single year, but letting go of the pain that I feel about, it's not even pain from the relationship that I was in. It's pain from allowing myself to stay in the relationship for so long past its due date, you know? I don't want to go into it, but that is something that I'm working through because I'm not, is it even pain? It's upset. I'm upset with myself. I'm upset with you, girl. And well, my therapist will help me get over it. The last thing is, what am I interested in that I haven't tried? So I think I mentioned this. I am interested in learning how to do proper makeup. Like right now I just wear, what's this called? Tinted moisturizer, some lip gloss, some mascara. That's all I wear. Maybe concealer every once in a while. But going forward in 2021, wow, the dates. Oh my gosh. In 2023, I am interested in learning how to actually do makeup because yeah, makeup artists have traumatized me. I also want to learn to cook a few more dishes. Not too many, don't think I'm trying to be a chef, but two more dishes would be nice. Yeah. So that is all for this video. Again, it's a long one, but you all tell me you like these kinds of videos, so I'm gonna keep doing them. If you don't, yeah, like this video if you like this kind of content, so I can do another one into the end of 2023. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe something here resonated with you, because every year it seems like a lot of us are just going through the same thing. So I hope something here resonated with you and it can help you see that you're not alone. If you like this kind of content, once again, please like this video because it lets me know what you do like and what you don't like. And please leave a comment below saying what you are looking forward to most in 2023. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to give you amazing content in 2023. And thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!